A luxurious New Year's Eve celebration is not defined by how loud the music is or how crowded the room feels. It is defined by atmosphere, intention, and the ability to experience a moment without rushing through it. As the final evening of the year arrives, there is a noticeable shift in energy across the world. Cities glow differently, private venues feel warmer, and time itself seems to slow just enough to remind everyone that this night carries meaning beyond entertainment. New Year's Eve 2026 arrives with a refined sense of presence, where celebration is not forced, but carefully curated. The evening begins quietly, long before midnight approaches. Guests arrive at elegant locations across major cities, coastal resorts, exclusive penthouses, and private estates. The entrances are softly lit, welcoming rather than overwhelming. There is no urgency in movement, no sense of chaos. Instead, there is calm confidence in the way people enter the space, aware that this night is meant to be experienced slowly. Attire reflects this understanding. Tailored suits, evening gowns, polished shoes, and understated accessories all communicate refinement without excess. Nothing feels performative. Everything feels intentional. Inside, the environment speaks for itself. Candlelight reflects off crystal glassware and polished surfaces. Large windows frame city skylines, waterfront views, or open skies waiting for midnight fireworks. Seating areas are arranged to encourage conversation, not congestion. Every element of the space has been designed to feel comfortable, elegant, and timeless. Luxury here is not about size or extravagance. It is about balance. Champagne becomes part of the rhythm of the night, not as a symbol of indulgence, but as a ritual. Bottles are chilled properly, opened with precision, and poured slowly into crystal flutes. The sound of bubbles rising is subtle, almost meditative. Each glass raised represents acknowledgement rather than escape. It is a quiet recognition of everything the year demanded and everything it offered in return. Conversations flow naturally as glasses are shared, filled with warmth, reflection, and understated optimism. Music plays softly in the background, carefully selected to enhance the atmosphere without dominating it. Smooth jazz, refined house, ambient orchestral tones, or slow-tempo lounge tracks provide a steady foundation for the night. The volume remains controlled, allowing voices to carry without effort. Luxury does not compete for attention. It supports the moment. The sound blends into the space, becoming part of the memory rather than a distraction from it. As the evening unfolds, conversations deepen. Laughter is genuine, not performative. People speak about the year that is ending with honesty and perspective. Successes are mentioned without exaggeration. Challenges are acknowledged without complaint. There's a shared understanding that growth often happens quietly and that resilience does not need to be announced. This atmosphere creates a sense of connection that feels rare and valuable. Time continues to move, but it no longer feels rushed. Guests circulate naturally, moving from conversation to conversation, from lounge areas to balconies, from warm interiors to open-air spaces. The night encourages presence. Phones remain mostly out of sight, checked briefly rather than obsessively. The focus is on the experience unfolding in real time. As midnight approaches, the energy subtly shifts. There is no sudden announcement, no dramatic countdown yet. Instead, a collective awareness begins to form. Conversations slow. People glance toward clocks, windows, and open skies. The anticipation is calm, controlled, and deliberate. This is not about losing control. It is about alignment. Fireworks preparations are felt before they are seen. The city seems to hold its breath. The final minutes of the year stretch slightly longer, allowing space for reflection. This moment invites awareness of time itself, how quickly it passes, and how rarely it is fully acknowledged. The transition into a new year is no longer just a countdown, but a conscious pause between what has been and what is about to begin. When midnight finally arrives, the sky responds. Fireworks ignite with precision and beauty, filling the night with gold, white, and deep crimson light. Reflections shimmer across glass buildings, water surfaces, and open terraces. The sound is powerful but controlled, echoing through the city without overwhelming it. Cheers rise naturally, glasses are lifted, and smiles spread without effort. The moment feels complete, not chaotic. This is not a release driven by excess. It is a release defined by clarity. The year that has passed dissolves into light and sound, leaving space for the year ahead to arrive without resistance. The first moments of 2026 feel open, calm, and full of potential. After midnight, the celebration does not peak and crash. It softens, conversations resume with renewed energy, now lighter and more focused. There is laughter, quiet embraces, and moments of stillness as people take in the significance of the transition they have just experienced. Luxury in this context is about continuity. The night flows forward rather than burning out. As the hours pass, attention naturally turns toward the future, not through loud resolutions or public declarations, but through quiet intention. Goals are formed privately. Priorities become clearer. There is confidence in the way people speak about what lies ahead, not because everything is certain, but because intention has replaced urgency. The tone of the night sets the tone for the year to come. This is what high-end celebration truly represents. It is not about doing more. It is about doing things with purpose. It is about choosing refinement over excess, clarity over noise, and presence over distraction. As the night continues, there is no pressure to stay awake the longest or celebrate the loudest. The experience has already delivered what it was meant to offer. Eventually, the celebration begins to wind down. Some guests depart quietly, others linger a little longer, unwilling to rush the end of a night that felt complete. The atmosphere remains calm and composed. What stays behind is not exhaustion, but alignment, a sense that something meaningful has been marked, not just another date on the calendar. Luxurious New Year's Eve celebrations are ultimately reflections of mindset. They represent an understanding that moments gain value when they are experienced fully. As the final hours of the night pass, there is a collective sense that the year ahead will be approached differently. With intention, with focus, with elevated standards. This is how 2026 begins. Not with noise or chaos, but with champagne poured slowly, fireworks admired fully, and moments allowed to unfold without rush. A celebration shaped by confidence, refinement, and awareness. A night that does not seek attention, but leaves an impression.